last 3 games, you've been down double digits at halftime. Is there something in the first half that you guys aren't doing well, that you're coming back and doing better in the second half? Is it defense, offense, like what, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I think, it's Clemson, we actually, the first possessions, we had a lead. We're up 12-10, I think. Just showed a clip of when we were up 12-10 and didn't get the rebound, and then they tied it up, made it 12-12. So, it's not like we've been out of the gate. We've come out slow. We've managed to. The biggest thing to me is the obvious. Is the field goal percentage defense was kind of a couple things correlate to that, but will influence that. But we've got to defend better, and we've done it at periods of time, but not certainly enough. And we've got to get that addressed and do a better job of it. But even in our wins, that's been concern. I mean, Florida State, we were up most of the first half too, and then it turned late in the first half. So, I think to me it's just the defense, the ball pressure, and then the rebounding. We've got to rebound people by a big number. And if we do, we're in good shape. If we don't, we're gonna be in trouble.
You guys have you got some jump shots from Ryan the last few games.
Mm-hmm.
He hit some. Is that kind of like sort of what makes him a little different than those other two guys? Raphael does some things, Alonzo does some things, and then Ryan looks like he's maybe a little better on the offensive end. And they all have their strength. I'm just saying, like, how do you mix and match those guys?
Well, I think we've said all along that Ryan's a little bit better offensively, rebounding wise. Raphael is, and Alonzo. We've thought post defense, interior defense. He was better. I think Ryan's improved in the defensive end. He was a good help side defender, not as good in the post defense, but we think he's done a better job in that area. And Ryan's, so I think he's progressing, and as you might hope for a sophomore, that we had anticipated redshirting last year. But I like he's progressing. He's obviously played well. He's earned his minutes, and we made that very clear to the team today. So he does give us something. At that spot, as far as ability to make some shots, and he finishes pretty well around the basket, make free throws too. So among some things, I think he's a guy. I think we can keep getting him better defensively. He's can be a real asset to us.
You between the three though, it seems like you like to have those three different kinds of players. Gives you an ability to like mix and match. And do you like that? I mean, obviously you'd rather have one guy who does all three things.
Yeah, I'd like to have a lottery pick in there and just
exactly.
throw them out and go. But
I'm just saying, you feel like between the three of them, you get what you want out of that.
Well, not enough. No, I mean we're not getting enough out of it. I mean that's part of our defensive deficiency. We're not where we need to be, and so that's what we're working on, trying to get better. But we're making the best out of it. We know what they bring, and Raphael's been hurt on and off. A couple guys have been foul trouble, so we've had to we play with what we have and play with what's available, and again we gotta get better defense out of them, but it's just not them. I mean it's across the board.
When you talk about the issues on defense, do you think it's more effort? Is it just execution?
No, I mean we're playing hard. I mean everybody's playing hard. We lost a couple. We're playing good teams. Numbers are higher in conference as we're seeing. So we gotta adjust for that. But it's we made some mistakes, mental mistakes. Things that we know how to guard. Guys made some shots. We're giving up second shots. I think that's something that's really a concern to us, especially in that game. And we've got to understand personnel, I think, a little better. We're trying to get that across to them better and understand what they're doing, what their strengths are when you get matched up to a guy. Maybe not the guy that you're assigned to, but a guy you guard to pick up in transition. So, it's not one thing. I wish you could, and we could just spend the whole day and focus on that and get better at that. But maybe we're playing guys too many minutes. Maybe we're not playing guys enough, and then possibly we've got to do some things differently. I mean that's what we're trying to do as well.
What sort of things do you have in the arsenal as a coach there? I mean, you can play different guys. You can play a different scheme to fit your guys better.
Yeah.
What sort of things do you'll look at there?
Well, interesting enough, I think you'd like to come off the bench and maybe have some guys like, pushing us defensively, as far as, earning minutes defensively. And to some degree, Ryan maybe has done that. But, I don't feel like we're getting that from the other guys. I mean, in our minds, we're playing the best defensive guys out there. And so, we've got to have these other guys, whether it be the young guys and Cameron and Damon, become better defenders. Alonzo, a new guy, Raphael, new guy, we better defender. So I mean, that's what we're looking for out of those guys that can challenge the other guys and make our team better.
You guys play Virginia Tech this week.
Yeah.
They got a couple wins early. It looks like they're still competitive. They've started to lose, but overall, are they better than they were last year based on what you've seen on film and stuff?
Yeah, I think the Arlada's a different player than they had in the last year, but they're different. They've got playing differently. Their strengths are different, but they certainly do look like a better team. I think they feel that they're a better team, and they would probably know that better than us. So they're. You can play small. They're small to begin with, but they can play small, but then they can play big when they go to the bench too as well. So I think they have some versatility and some guys that can some experience too in the transfers.
You guys play them twice.
Mm.
Is there anything when you play these teams twice? Is there anything that makes it weird about playing them the first time because knowing you got to play them in a couple of weeks?
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I mean, I think usually you're used to doing that, playing teams twice. Now we only do it with 4 of the teams, so I think it's with the schedule and how it plays out and the different dates. Whether you're playing the Thursday, Saturday, or you're playing like in this case Wednesday, Sunday. I think those things have more effect of when it's placed compared to when they're playing too as well. So I think that's something that is oftentimes can be a challenge and something you need to be aware of. But for us, we just got to go out and play and respond to our last performance. We didn't feel that we played well, and with that said, I thought we did some good things early in the game, put us in position. We're up 3, we're up 2. We got a chance to get a rebound and go the other way. Again, I refer back to that play because we just watched it as a team, and we didn't come up with the rebound, and it goes to 4, and now they're tied up, and in a close game, in a game like ours, it's going to be, we had our opportunities, we just didn't get it done.
Having been on the road and seeing how difficult it is to win on the road in the league, does that sort of bring into focus for the guys maybe how important it is to take care of business at home?
I mean, we've always stressed you got to win your home games, you got to win them all, and so I think that's been our emphasis. But for offense, our thing is about we've been just so focused on defense and trying to get better, and we've talked about that, having to win with defense on the road and have that be a constant always. So hopefully that plays out in our home games. But we're still looking. I believe that we can make a show this improvement. Like I said, this team has done some things well. I felt like that we in the half court we can do some things offensively pretty well. And be hard to guard, and our numbers haven't been as good lately. But I think that's had a lot to do with us, second shots that we're not getting the finishes on, and then defensively we always, we're taking the ball out of the basket too often, and that's something we've got to get addressed. Or we're putting them at a free throw line too much.